What up, Space Fam? Goes in here from AnimeUproar, back at it again to discuss the latest and craziest developments in the Demon Slayer story. This is the straight up climax of this epic final battle, so definitely stay tuned for that. If you enjoy seeing these Demon Slayer reviews and want to keep them coming, the best thing you can do is smash that like button and share this video with a friend. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, ring that notification bell because you will miss upcoming Demon Slayer chapter reviews if you don't. Keep in mind there will be spoilers in this video. We are going to be talking about the latest chapter, chapter 198 after all. Now without further ado, let's jump into this crazy eventful chapter. On the cover page we have the Butterfly Estate girls praying for our warriors and their victory. Muzan has caused them a lot of grief, and you can see how much they're worried. Even though they're not fighting, they are sweating over the outcome. The last thing they want is to lose more family and friends, like Kanao and Tanjiro. Not to mention that if our Slayers and Pillars don't pull through, everyone else is practically done for. We also see Kyojuro Rengoku's little brother. He too is praying. You know he's praying for Tanjiro to come through alive and to carry on the will of his big brother, the manliest firebender in history. This chapter is called The Next Thing We Knew, so you know something very significant is gonna happen suddenly in this chapter. And we'll see what that something turns out to be. We go back to the fight. Inosuke is cutting a slowed down Muzan. Zenitsu is using Godspeed, which takes a huge toll on him. I love how the mangaka illustrates Godspeed. It just seems to dwarf everyone else's movements, and they look like they're moving in slow-mo. However, with such an awesome ability, there has to be a drawback, and for Zenitsu, it's the fact that he's weakening and one of his legs is failing. He believes his next attack will be his last one at full strength, and so he brings out the big guns. Zenitsu uses Flaming Thunder God, the form he created himself, which takes the form of an epic dragon made of lightning. This was the attack that was too quick for Kaigaku to even see. We've been seeing Tanjiro's Fire Dragon in recent chapters, but it's great to be seeing Zenitsu's again, and the mangaka made it look so freaking epic. Of course, Muzan in his current state can't avoid it and gets sliced. He's kind of like a demon punching bag at this point. According to Zenitsu, the slice is not deep though, because his blade has yet to turn bright red, so he cannot do enough damage. Zenitsu falls and Inosuke comes to his rescue, attacking Muzan before the Demon King of Pop can slice up Zenitsu. Watching Inosuke fight is truly a treat. In every panel, he seems to be in some crazy unpredictable position. He can even execute attacks while he's upside down, which is always amusing to see. Then we see Muzan's recently revealed Blood Demon art that Muzan didn't even use during his duel against Yoriichi. As Tanjiro did last chapter, Inosuke gets paralyzed by the shockwaves. He's frozen in place within Muzan's range. Zenitsu sees him and knows he'll never reach the place in time. Things seem hopeless until bam, we turn the page and see Tanjiro come to the rescue. It seems like his gamble from last chapter worked. Stabbing himself with a Nichirin blade helped him unparalyze himself. Tanjiro uses a move called Burning Bones Summer Sun, which must be Muzan's nightmare. If you hate the sun, the Summer Sun is overkill, and that points to how much more effective Tanjiro's sun breathing must be compared to any other style on a demon. The two keep going at it. Tanjiro's flames are beautiful to see, and you can bet this is gonna be a joy to watch when animated. Ninja ain't seen nothing yet. Tanjiro, while he's upside down Inosuke style, notices that Muzan cannot release consecutive shockwaves. He needs to generate them first. It also probably takes longer to generate them because he's being so affected and slowed down by Tamayo's poison cocktail. Tanjiro can see clear as day that Muzan's limbs are slowing. Then, my boy Tanjiro uses his dragon attack, Dragon Sun Halo, and we see a giant dragon made of fire surrounding Muzan. I said way back that I'd love to see Zenitsu and Tanjiro use their Lightning Dragon and Fire Dragon moves together, and here we have them being used in the same chapter. That's exactly what I wanted to see, and it feels so good to have our three demon slaying musketeers here fighting together. As usual, things can't just keep going perfectly, and Tanjiro starts spitting out blood. He creates an opening for Muzan and he's easy prey. So Inosuke has to come to the rescue. This fight really shows how important teamwork is. None of these guys would be alive right now if it wasn't for the others. We have Tanjiro saving Inosuke, and then Inosuke saving Tanjiro moments later. They give it their all, trusting that the others will protect them long enough for them to recover and attack again. As Tanjiro is pulling some Matrix-worthy moves, Zenitsu is watching, trying to force himself up. He knows that the attacks on Muzan can't stop. At this point, it's about tenacity, as we saw last chapter. It's about who's going to persevere the longest. Almost any attack is enough, they just can't give Muzan an opening to escape. This is a creative way for the mangaka to show that everyone has a role to play and can make a difference, even if they're not the strongest. Even characters who wouldn't stand a chance one-on-one against full power Muzan are at this point able to make all the difference. Everyone's getting a chance to shine, no one is being Yamcha'd. Zenitsu remembers his sensei, who he loved like family. Zenitsu brings up his sensei's memory, and asks his sensei to give him the kick he needs to keep fighting. This is a beautiful moment that illustrates the power of connections in our lives. To paraphrase the anime Gurren Lagann, even people who die are still with us in our hearts. And here, Zenitsu's epic sensei is still motivating him from beyond the grave. His memory alone gives Zenitsu the motivation he needs to pull through and attack Muzan. He lands an attack and goes flying, but still thinks he's too slow. Nevertheless, he's contributing, and Tanjiro and Inosuke are still going at it. Their styles are contrasted nicely, elegant dancing versus crazy cutting. Finally, Muzan lands a hit on Inosuke and sends him flying into a wall. Zenitsu delivers another Godspeed attack, blazing into Muzan, but Muzan takes him down. One attack after another, and Tanjiro succeeds in pinning Muzan with his sword to a wall. Tanjiro's in trouble now though. He can't use any more techniques, and he's just worrying about pinning Muzan to the wall and holding him there for as many seconds as possible. By now, you know that the sun is all but out, so we're really cutting it close here. Muzan goes to attack Tanjiro with every frickin' tentacle, but best girl Mitsuri makes an appearance. Man, I love her, and I'm glad she's back. I mentioned last chapter that the ladies, including Mitsuri, might pop up to help, and here she is. She tells Muzan that's enough with tears in her eyes. She calls him an idiot and rips off his arm. Muzan's facial reaction to this is absolutely hilarious. Then Sanemi appears from the other side, taking his other arm and tentacles. He's bloody, but he's also Sanemi, which means he can take Zoro-esque levels of damage and survive. Muzan, trapped, does something super gross. He opens up his face and body vertically. He's about to eat Tanjiro's whole body with all of his horrifying teeth. Tanjiro knows he can't back off or Muzan might escape, so he stays firm. Then, all of a sudden, the next thing we knew, as the chapter title goes, Iguro has sacrificed himself for Tanjiro and thrown himself in the way of Muzan's teeth. He looks half consumed already. Chances are he's not surviving this, and I was really hoping he would. I know Iguro wanted to die defeating Muzan, and this is exactly what's happening, but I wanted him to be happy now with Mitsuri, not in some reincarnated future that may never come. After all Iguro's been through, this truly is one of the biggest tragedies. Still though, you can't help but respect Iguro. He's done so much in this fight, and now he's bravely sacrificed himself for Tanjiro. We're told that dawn is breaking. It's no longer a matter of minutes, but of moments. Sanemi tells them to hold on. Tanjiro looks absolutely horrified at what's happening, and we get a glimpse of the sun peeking through distant mountains. And that is the chapter. This appears to be it, the tragic end. Of course, it seems like our guys won, but man, I really wanted Iguro to survive this, and right now I cannot see it happening. Whatever happens though, he got what he wanted. If he does die, he will have died defeating Muzan, which was his goal. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter below, and what you think will happen next. We were told that this is the climax, so it's safe to assume that even if Muzan has some last-ditch trick to pull, the fight is all but wrapped up. We still need to see Nezuko reunite with Tanjiro though, and we need to figure out what is going to happen to Tanjiro's face. I assume he's not going to have that infected face forever. But yeah, after so many times of being told that there are this many or that many minutes until sunrise, it's finally out. And man, it's been a long and suspenseful night for all of us, but we've made it through and our slayers have come out on top thanks to everyone's efforts. We might see Gyomei and Kano make an appearance too to help put the final nail in Muzan's coffin if necessary. We'll have to wait and see. The million-dollar question is there any way Muzan will be immune to the sun after all of Tamayo's medicines? But chances are he won't. He still seems fully demon with his crazy vertical mouth body. And that is it for today's review. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and share this video with a friend. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell so you actually get notified when the seemingly last few chapters of Demon Slayer drop. A special thank you goes to our patrons over on Patreon who help us survive YouTube issues and who help make videos like this one possible. First and foremost, I want to thank our the 1-tier patrons, the ones who stand atop all clans: Steven Ingrata, Alola Natem, The World, Steelers, The School Bus, Tyson Quarino, Acquired Respect, and Pate Hefa. And I can't forget our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh, Nothing But a Fan, Jason Wilson, Odin, Anatoly Kazatsky, Alpha Dio, Angel Cruz, Team Sparky 65, Rohan Kapoor, Cricket XP, $50 Beat, Ted No Ted, Jalter, Joe Stanton, Very Gucci, Jessica K. LaFond, Alicia Actor, Emperor Otaku, and JCC Waka. Thank you all so much. If you enjoy our work, you can support more of it by going over to patreon.com/AnimeUproar and becoming a patron today for as little as $1. If you do so, you'll get your name featured in future videos alongside these amazing people right here, and you'll even get access to our private patron-only Discord, where we talk about anime life and of course, dank memes. So check out patreon.com/AnimeUproar, link in the description if you're interested. You can also now join the YouTube channel and support more content that way if you prefer. Whichever way you choose to support us, you can get the same great benefits. Thanks again, and until next time, see you, Space Cowboys.